It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Browns and the Steelers coming up next.
Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. And today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And he makes it so difficult for all defenses because when he's got the ball, it's hard to say when a play is truly over because he can create from any spot on the field and in any situation, even when it appears that he's contained. When he's running your offense, a big play could arrive from any possible spot.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Now it's Watson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Cameron Hayward in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Now back to throw. He's looking deep for Bell. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. On first down, it's Fields. They'll roll him out right. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Here we go. Brings up second and 10 at the Browns' 34-yard line.
Fields. He'll buy some time right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. This complete to David Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. Dancing to his left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Bust through the tackle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. On first down, Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
A give running right is Chubb. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Now Chubb running right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Get on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
Now a second and 10.
Now Watson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is indeed good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Fields into the hands of Nichols. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught here by Bell. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Back to throw, Watson. Right back to Bell, and it's caught once again. Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. 2nd and 7. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Watson on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Browns send out their punter now. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. This will be fielded at the 17. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last,
his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Oh, and now some space to operate. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one finds Austin out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the give, this is Nichols. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Fields. Rolling to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the carry, it's Nichols. Down to about the 45. Now a 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Fields. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. From the gun, here's Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. He gets it complete to Harris. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Fields now to throw. Touchdown! From 3 yards out, and the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here. As this remains a 6-3 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here's Jerome Ford. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
From the gun on third. Watson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To throw is Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On second down, here's Watson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now it's Peterson. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. Bryce Young has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head through Delaware and up to Philly to check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. A.J. Brown, a touchdown catch from Jalen Hurts. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Jamar Chase with a touchdown reception from Joe Burrow. We got an excellent first half from the dynamic quarterback, Justin Fields. He has a touchdown pass, and it's a new season. So both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Throwing on second and long. Fields. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
They'll roll him out right. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Third and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10.
Now it's Fields.
His throw incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here we go.
Here's second and 10. To the air again, Fields. He'll buy some time right. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Fields on 3rd down, rolling to his right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On the move to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Fields sliding out of the pocket. Finds Pickens out right.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they're looking 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Fields. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught at the 25. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. They'll run with Nichols. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
To throw is Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Justin Fields taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers add 6 to their lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns first down as he gets this up past the 40. They run it again with Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They'll try the air now with Watson. Caught here by Bell. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Rolling to his right. Trucks over it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Nichols, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
Flushed out right. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Browns shaken up on the play. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 27.
Now Fields
sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Here's Fields.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Ford now to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a 1st down throw, Watson.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Watson looks to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. Here's Watson.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Watson.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
Back to throw, Watson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Here's Watson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Watson. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go.
A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They go with Watt again, the fullback. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The fullback Watt. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. Another carry in the game for the fullback Watt. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Gives to the first man through. Watt. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Trying to power it ahead with Watt. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Hands to the up man. This is Watt. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Pittsburgh, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.